Good afternoon, good evening. Coming to you live from Bailey's Couch.
What up?
What up? It's almost time, guys. Almost time. We're going to let some people hop on in. See who all's watching. Thomas Woodring, Will Gresham, Mike, Scott Gibbons.
Thomas was on there at 7:58 already dropping comments.
Yeah, what's going on, Dave? Yeah, bring some hand warmers. Get used to the new beanie. Go grab some beanies, get some gloves, some feet warmers. You guys are going to need them this Saturday. For us Florida folks, when it gets below 40, we all start bundling up. So,
I don't know. Down in South Florida, we haven't. It's been cold like 2 days.
Nah, it's Central Florida's. It got cold, but I got my AFCO bibs on. I'll be good. I'll look like the Michelin man out there.
You know what I'm wearing? I'm wearing camouflage. All my hunting jacket and my hunting pants.
Yeah, no, I went out there with Chris Mitchell and it was cold. Let me just picture that. We went out there the day after Christmas and fished a little bit. The wind, the cold was not very good for me. But
if it's above freezing, I'm good.
Can't wait till the big O. All right, Will. All right, I see you.
What up, Roberto? G, what's up?
Yeah, the low is 37, but what's the high? Let's talk about what the high is going to be. The high is going to be someone in our club is going to catch a double digit. That's going to be the high. All right. Someone, I don't know if y'all saw this or not, but there was a double digit caught out there today, right? Todd, you shared that with the group?
I think it was today. If it wasn't today, it was yesterday.
Yeah. So Lake Toho has been putting out some pretty big fish. I know that they have had a couple bass boat tournaments out there of the past weekends. So I know that there was quite a few big fish caught out there. So we're looking forward to that. Hopefully someone in our club catches a big one and tops. I think Curtis Yaklovich right now is leading the Lunker of the Year award with his 20. Was it a 20? I think it's a 23.5 that he caught.
I believe so.
Yeah, so someone's got to catch him, and this is going to be your opportunity to take home right now. That FKBT, the Lunker pot for the year, is sitting at $300, and as of right now, we have over I think 20-something big bass tickets sold already. So the pot keeps growing. So this is your opportunity. Lake O is going to be another fantastic opportunity.
Yeah,
it's going to be a great opportunity for you guys to challenge yourself and catch that big lunker and have a chance at a pretty big pot.
I don't know. I think this week it's going to get surpassed.
You think so?
Yeah, but it's going to be in like quarter-inch increments.
Yeah,
it's going to be like a quarter-inch, and I think Lake Okeechobee is going to. I think Lake Okeechobee is going to take. Even though she's treated me pretty bad the last 2 trips.
We went out there. Let's just put it this way. All right, where was it? Will that said he can't wait for Big O? Right? Was that yeah? Let's just put it this way. Either me, Sean, and Chris Mitchell are terrible anglers, but we went out to Lake O. I didn't get a bite. He got a pretty big blow up on doing what he was doing. And Chris Mitchell, we all had a big goose egg for that day.
I almost got hit by a boat.
Yeah.
That was about it. That was exciting.
The only good thing that came out of that trip were the pictures that were taken.
Oh yeah, the pictures are epic.
Because I couldn't see my hand in front of my face for the first 3 hours of fishing. So I probably could have caught a fish, but I ended up fishing the weeds instead of the water. So
I think Lake O is going to be good. I think we just caught it at the wrong day.
Hey, let's just put it this way. If Toho don't show out, I'm going speck fishing because I know if there's one thing I can catch on Lake Toho, it's some speck. So
some crappie.
And I did pretty well catching some pickerel. So It might turn into a slop fest for me.
What do they call them up in Tennessee? Crappie, specs,
crappie. Some people call it crappie, but we call it crappie.
I call it crappie. I know North Tennessee or Tennessee and Georgia, you hear kind of a mix, crappie or crappie. So
can you scroll up the comments? I'm gonna go down through here and kind of do some roll call.
Yeah, this is an opportunity. Drop your name. Obviously, we can see your comment, so that you don't really have to drop a name in here. We have, we're just going to make sure you guys are getting accounted for as far as the mandatory live for the captain's meeting. While we're doing that, you guys drop in the comment section below what you think the big bass is going to be, the link for the big bass winner, and potentially the overall length for first place on the Toho. Yeah, in that drawer right there.
All right.
And what you guys think the overall is going to be for this event. I'm going to drop who I think is going to win this event in the comment section as well. I don't see Chris Mitchell on here. He's probably going to come in late, but
what did I miss?
But I think he has a great shot at fishing. He does really well in this lake, so I'm going to give the dub to him. I don't know if you guys recall, but I called the last winner. I told y'all who was going to win. I think Chris Mitchell can put together a good bag on this lake. I think he's going to take it home. And I think he's probably going to have 93 1/4 is what I'm calling it. 93 1/4. We have Wendy, Scott. Scott, you think 91 1/4? Yeah, I mean, I did decent out there the last time. 24 1/2. Okay, big bass. And then 98. Ooh, okay, Todd. You must know something I don't know. 24 1/2 inch for big bass and 92 overall for Amy Brown. Okay. I think big bass is actually going to be 23 1/4. I went out last weekend and I caught a 20. What was it? A 21 1/4.
Yeah,
21 1/4. It was pretty nice. Pretty nice fish. But yeah. 80, yeah, I think 21 1/4 is a good bet, Sean McQuinn. That's a pretty decent fish. We're not fishing with shiners, so we're not going to get out there and be able to get some of those bigger bass that are feeding right now because they're going after some of that easier bait. 22 3. Yeah, that's at Chris Arazi. That's actually really good too. 22 3/4 and 96 1/4. Okay. Who do you guys think is going to take it home? Drop that in the comment section below. I got Chris Mitchell with 93 1/4.
Is Amy on?
Amy's on, yep.
Clutter?
No.
Or Arazi's on Crumbless?
Craig Crumbless. Yeah, I'll just start from the top. So we got Woodring, Gibbons. Sorry, guys. We're going to take roll call real quick. Todd, if you want, you can. If you have anything you'd like to bring up, you're more than welcome to. I'm just going to run through some roll call.
I thought it was all the way down.
Oh, sorry.
Biles.
But yeah.
Blaze.
He's on there.
Yeah, I'm just going.
Oh, okay.
Right,
you're going.
Ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we have.
You said Thomas is on.
I have Thomas.
Yep.
Scott Gibbons.
Yep.
Will Gresham. Michael. I need to do better off at saying his last name. I think it's Kunchik.
I don't see Will Gresham as registered.
Will, have you registered yet? Type in the comment section below if you plan on fishing or if you're registered, so we can. Michael Kunchnik, Dave Fields. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Clay Rex, Chris Arazi.
Rex isn't. I don't have
Clay.
him.
He's on. Okay.
But Arazi got him.
Okay. Logan Ignis.
Got him.
David Myers. Frederick Anderson.
Got him.
Todd.
Yep.
Roberto Morales.
Yep.
Sean McQuinn. You said Gresham's not on there?
McQuinn? No.
Okay. G.
Got
David Myers. You already said that.
Yep.
Lloyd.
Yep.
Amy Brown.
Yep.
Alan Reed.
Reed. I don't even see
John.
him. I don't even see Reed registered.
Okay. John Fennell.
Got him.
Nick Slim.
Got him.
My wife, Molly Kimball. She's not on
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Zachariah.
Glaze.
Evan Fracasso.
I don't see Fracasio as
Okay.
registered.
That's fine.
Say Glaze. I haven't got him.
Yep. Gibbons.
Gibbons got him.
Okay. Wendy. She's on there.
Yep.
And then McQuinn, Arazi.
You can unmute.
Yep. I'm not muted. No,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think. I don't think it ever muted. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I think everyone. Do what?
Alan Reed said he's going to sign up tomorrow.
Okay. Yep. So no worries. We'll go ahead and write you down. I know there's a couple folks that messaged on our Facebook thing saying that they're got to wait till tomorrow to sign up. That's fine. Just remember, if you guys are watching this after this live video is done, just make sure that you drop a comment with your name in the comment section below, just so that tomorrow night by midnight that you are before pre-launch, really, make sure you guys have watched it and put your name in there, just so that we can make sure, if you have any questions or concerns, we can go back and say, hey, did you watch the live? If because that question might have been answered in there. It's just one of those things that we're making mandatory, and a lot of other.
Is Molly signing up and fishing?
She's actually on a plane ride to.
Is she going to represent in Texas though?
Yeah. So what did he say? The rest of the letters are silent. I'll have to hear you say it. I'm one of those audio learners, so I call him by his first name, Nathaniel Holly. I know he'll be signing up tomorrow, okay. So you're good, Nathan. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. I got Sean here. He just made it in, and Clay just registered.
All
so
right.
Sean just actually made it into my house literally at like 7:55. We were rushing to get the computer set up and everything logged on, so you guys we can make the 8 o'clock live. He got in from Miami.
Oh yeah, it's a long drive from Miami
to come up to Tampa, so he's staying with me for the next couple days. Evan Fracasso.
He's going to sign up. Yeah. All right, gotcha.
And then Florida Strain, Florida Strain is showing up as your YouTube name. Can you just type in what your name is, because I can't see that picture too well. I'm signing up, and Sean created tonight. He lost his. Okay, waiting for a new one. Alrighty, what questions do you guys have? Kunchik. Okay, I got it. Kunchik. What questions do you guys have about tomorrow or Saturday's event? I know what a little. Oh, it's Sean Woodham. Yeah, yep, thank you. We're gonna go over kind of the basic rules that we go over every mandatory meeting. Kind of glance over or talk about some of the boundaries again, just for your guys' sake. Go over the photo criteria, lines in, lines out, that sort of thing. But if you guys have any questions throughout this this live broadcast, just drop it in the comment section below, and we will be sure to answer that question. We're also going to talk about the post-event meetup, location, time, expectation for that, so that everyone is on the same page that plans to attend. We'd love to see all you guys there, because again, that's what this club is all about. Any good ideas for a fireplace that fits on the Hobie Outback? Go to your local outdoors like supplier. They have those little butane furnaces that you guys can put on your boat that a lot of people use in their hunting blinds or their tree stands. Just make sure that it doesn't fall over and melt your kayak. That can become a huge mistake, because you will sink to the bottom of Lake Toho. But that put what do they call those hand warmers all over the place? Put them in your pockets, in your socks, and whatever. They're going to be all over my body. I'm probably going to have these like little red patches all over me when I take my clothes off at the end of the day, just because of the hot patches or little hot packs. They didn't work at the KBF National Championship because it was like -20 there, but hopefully they'll be able to keep you warm in the 40-degree temperature. You might not want to show your.
That's where all the fish are at on Toho. All right. Quick glimpse.
No, they can pause the video, dude. Get out of here.
No. I just slapped all those on there to mess with you guys.
Yeah. No, Lake Toho, there's fish everywhere, guys. You guys know what you're doing. You guys have put in the work. I've seen quite a few anglers out there pre-fishing. So you guys are putting in the work. You're probably weeding out some water that you probably didn't do too well in. So no bad visit to Lake Toho to pre-fish is a bad visit. We learn something each time we go out there. I know that I do. So main thing we got to deal with this time around is the winter or the weather and the wind. So make sure you guys are doing your homework, studying what you guys want to do, and pay attention to that wind. If for some reason something happens on the water, you got our numbers. Person to your left, to your right, call them, and we'll make sure that we get out there and help you make sure everything's good. But yeah, without further ado, it looks like we got majority of the folks that have signed up on the broadcast. So we're going to kind of go ahead and jump into it. You guys ready?
For sure.
All right. So I think first order of business that we can talk about and go over is some of the basic rules, right? Minimum 12 inches, right? Make sure that you're submitting fish that are 12 inches and above. When submitting the fish on the approved catch board, remember we are using catch boards as the approved measuring device for the trail. So if you don't have one of those, let someone know. And I have extras. Other anglers bring extras. We'll get you taken care of. So that's why we're doing the mandatory captain's meeting today, so you can figure that out between now and your launch time. So yeah, make sure you have your approved measuring device. Mouth is 100% closed. Like, just take it out of the picture. Take multiple pictures, make sure that the fish's mouth is closed. The individual, the company that we have that are judging our fish, follow our rules, guidelines to a T, right? So if your mouth is, they're gonna put the, if your mouth is open, they're gonna put those deductions on there, or they are going to completely DQ that fish based on what the rules state. We're going to go ahead and share the screen here to show you what proper hand placement on the fish looks like. Hold on one second. We're going to pull, what's that? Can you guys still see us, Todd?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep. So you guys can see in front of us as we're sharing our screen, you can see proper hand placements, those no touch zones, right there in the eyes, the mouth, that gill plate area. Your hand cannot enter the gill plate area and cannot be touching the tail.
Let me fix this real quick.
Is it showing it that way? Yeah. Sorry, guys.
We're newbies.
We're new to this. But yes, if there's any questions on that, we'll get this kind of cleared up for you.
How's that look, Todd?
It's still.
I can see it. I can see it. Looks good. Okay. The whole fish is there.
All right. So you guys can see the whole fish. This is the proper way for you guys to touch your fish if you are someone that needs to have your hand on the fish to keep it from flailing. Again, there are some tips and tricks to keep that fish, keep that fish's mouth closed when your hands are free. Again, you can kind of tilt your bump board at an angle, and keep that fish kind of pinned to the bump of your catch board. That can help aid in it. You can wet your catch board beforehand to keep that tail pinned to the catch board to where you don't have to have your hand on it. I've always found it easier to kind of wet that surface, and putting the fish on there, waiting for them to kind of stop their thing, and then snap in 2 or 3 photos. Put the fish in a net and make sure those photos are good before submitting them and releasing your fish. And also make sure the fish is alive. If it's glossy-eyed or we can tell that the fish might be dead, just make sure that you have video evidence of that fish swimming off, just to prove to us, hey, yeah, this fish was alive and this is it. Easiest way to do that is fish is on the measuring device, you're videoing it, picking it up, putting it in the water on video, and you're showing it swim away. Simple as that. For those of you that maybe live stream or video broadcast your if it's cold enough, they will stick to it. They might be frozen at this point in Florida. You're right. But for those of you that stream your fishing out on the water, what would you call it? Like documenting your time out on the lake. You can also use that footage as well to help to clarify that fish did swim away if that's what you do. Hands on the fish. We talked about that. The minimum. Making sure the picture is clear and our approved Florida Kayak Bass Trail identifier is in the photo. For those of you that might need one still, yeah, perfect. Todd is holding it up. You can have that one, the PVC one, or I guess,
or the printed
or
one.
the printed one. It doesn't matter. I will be launching from Richardson's. Hope that's the plan, unless something changes. I'll let you guys know. I'll have a series of, or a couple of those extra identifier cards and stickers and stuff. So if you haven't been able to make one of those events or come across me to get yours, I will be able to hand those out to you either pre-event or at the post-event. But they are available to be printed out on our Facebook page underneath the files.
Yeah, I'll be at Granada tomorrow if anybody's going to be out there and they need an identifier that haven't received one. So I'll be out there for a little while tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely watch the boat ramp at Richardson's. It's not the best boat ramp. It's an older fish camp. And just a heads up, I was out there last time and there was a bunch of those harvesters out there. They're really eating up a lot of the grass and vegetation out around that area too. So it's probably not the most ideal place to launch, I would say. And if you're trailering your kayak, there is a steep drop off. A bass boat was putting in whenever I was trying to launch, and they did not have a good day. Let's just put it that way. They were new and they didn't understand the assignment, and they messed up their trailer and boat pretty significantly right there in front of me. So yeah, be careful.
Yeah, Clay, if you look at the Fishing Chaos tournament write-up, it'll have in the description, it'll have all the approved launches for Lake Toho. Yeah. I can, give me 1 second. I'll just pull it up and read it off real quick.
And Sean McQuinn. Yeah. So we'll have a PDF. So the PDF of the identifier is, I'll repin it to our Facebook page so you can go there and get it. But if you look at our public Facebook page, you'll be able to go to the files section, and there's an option there for you to print. There's 10 of them. You can print them and laminate them, do whatever you want to do. I'll be releasing the code Friday night at 8 p.m. Yeah, so I will be releasing the code Friday night at 8 p.m. through Fishing Chaos. Whatever email you decide or that you signed up with will be the email that gets that code. And then after 8 p.m., you can actually go to the tournament dashboard and click show tournament identification code at the very top. It'll tell you the code, but that'll be Friday at 8 p.m.
Yeah. So for the eligible launches, for some reason it's not populated on Fishing Chaos, but it's on the members only page also. Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures, Whaley's Landing, Wild Willie's Airboat Launch, Twin Oaks Conservation Area. That's a primitive kayak launch and it has an auto gate that opens at dawn and dusk. Opens at dawn, closes at dusk. So if you go there, you're probably not going to get on the water on time. Spirit of the Swamp Airboat Rides. If you use this launch, it's up there next to the turnpike. It's actually out of bounds for tournament fishing waters, but if you move southwest generally down that canal towards the Lake Toho, as soon as you cross underneath the turnpike and you're on the west side of it, you're in eligible fishing water. All right, that's the only stipulation. You got to get on eligible fishing water before you start fishing. And that's just southwest of the turnpike. And we got Richardson's, which we just talked about, Big Toho Marina, Granada, and Brownie Wise Park, also a primitive kayak launch. And the hours on Google Maps says 07 to 8 p.m. So those are the eligible launches. And if you have any questions, just let me know in regards to that. I'll talk. We already talked about really one of the boundaries right up there by Spirit of the Swamps Airboat Rides. I think it's also called like Marsh Landing, but don't get confused about Marsh Landing up there leading up to East Toho and Marsh Landing over off of Shingle Creek. That one's Shingle Creek Marsh Landing's out of play. But so Turnpike going up towards East Toho, that's a boundary line. You cannot cross underneath the Turnpike and fish anymore. You have to be on the southwest side of it. For Shingle Creek is going to be another boundary, and it's Hoagland Boulevard. You cannot go under Hoagland Boulevard. You have to stay to the east, and that's your limit on Shingle Creek, east of Hoagland, all the way down the main Lake Toho. And then they're just east up on the north end. If you look at Big Toho Marina and you go to the east, there's there's a little culvert pipe that goes north of, I think it's not Altman Road. I'll look it up, but there's a culvert pipe that's usually choked out. You can't cross underneath that on the north end of Toho. Then Altman Road over just southeast of that location is another road that you can cross underneath over on the northeast side of Lake Toho. You cannot cross underneath that road. Do you guys have a map of the boundaries on it? Yeah, I'll push it out as after I'm done talking.
And it was Scott, right? Or no, Sean McQuinn. I just sent you a Facebook message that had the PDF file for the printable ID card. So check your messenger, make sure that you can open that up, comment on here. Okay, you sent me the thumbs up. So if you can utilize that, if you need them, send me a message. If you can't find them on the Facebook, and thank you, Todd, for correcting me. It's on the FKBT members only page. There's a files section up at the top to where you can find all those files that pertain to the tournaments. But yeah, as far as that goes, you guys are more than welcome to do that. Make sure that the identifier card is just completely visible in all photo submissions so that you guys don't give any reason for the individuals that are judging your submissions to DQ your fish. That's about as simple as as we can make it. We've all, for the most of us, have participated in some of these events and understand what it takes and what those rules are. So we just continue to do what we've done in the past 2 tournaments, and we're not going to have any issues. The only issues that I think we had last time and the anglers that I spoke to were the mouths being open. That was the main issue. Make sure you guys are, and we'll kind of get into those specifics here. So lines in is going to be 6:30. Lines out is 3:30. 6:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the afternoon. If you look on Fishing Chaos, it's going to say that the tournament ends at 4:30 in the afternoon. That's not it. We have to put it at 4:30 just so that gives you guys and girls an hour to get back to your boat, to the boat ramp that you launched from, to check in. Right. So once you're done fishing and you're off the water, that gives you that hour grace period to get back there and still be able to use the check off the water feature that Fishing Chaos offers. As of right now, they don't have it to where we can toggle it for when the tournament ends. That's just one of those things that as far as like the way that they wrote the script for it, that's what it does. So that's how we're going to have to do it for now. So lines in is at 6:30 a.m. Lines out is at 3:30 p.m. Make sure you're checking in and off the water with the safety app or the safety feature that's on Fishing Chaos. Once you guys get on the water, just hit the button. When you get back to the boat ramp, hit that button. If you guys got off the water after that 4:30 time frame, text me. Let me know you're good. Send a message to the Facebook group saying, hey, I forgot to sign back in off the water, but I'm good to go. Because if not, we're going to start calling you and say, hey, where are you at? Are you good? Are you off the water? Do you need someone to come get you? So yeah, if there's any questions about that, Fishing Chaos, we have it underneath tournament description. We have all of the rules, all the boundaries, everything is laid out verbatim there. So that's going to be your dashboard, obviously the tournament dashboard. So any questions you have about photo submissions, there's an email on there. Send an email. Make a phone call. All that is there for you. Myself, Sean, Todd, Ryan, and Chris, we're not judging the fish. It's a third-party company that is judging these fish. So if your fish gets DQ'd, it's not because one of us disqualified it. We're paying another company to judge our fish submissions. So yes, and Sean is working on posting that boundaries map. It'll be on our members only page here in the next 15 minutes or so for you guys to see. And to make sure you guys are squared away, he's uploading it pretty much now as we speak. Todd, did I miss anything so far, or anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I think one of the other things we want to make sure is everybody is wearing their life jacket. They have a 360 light on with the flag so that they're visible to other boaters and anglers out there. Those are 2 very important things that you want to make sure you have is your life jacket on at all times.
And I just want to say this, and I appreciate you, Todd, for bringing that. I just want to say this. It's our responsibility. I say ours because I'm fishing, Sean's fishing, Todd's going to be out there fishing, Chris Clutter's going to be out there fishing this event. But more importantly, there's 20-something other anglers out there that are going to be fishing this event. It's our responsibility as anglers, as friends, to say, hey, we need to hold each other accountable. If you see a member that's participating in one of our events not wearing their life vest during the tournament, please go say something to them in a way that, you know, isn't disrespectful. Just say, hey, you know, you're supposed to be wearing your life vest. Simple as that. If you come across it again and that individual is still not wearing their life vest, let us know, right? But you guys address it first. Show them that sportsmanship. And for the folks that might be getting said, might be told, hey, or you might be the one not wearing your life vest. We're out here to keep everyone safe. Make sure everyone gets on the water in one piece and gets off the water in one piece. And it's not that you can swim. We all, for the most part, can swim. It's that off chance that some medical, something medical happens, right? And you fall out of your kayak and you're unconscious. God forbid anything happens like that, but you just never know. Airboats are out there, boats are out there, bass boats. I mean, joyriders, jet skiers, they might not be out there this Saturday because of the temperature, but you never know what might happen to you. So just take care of yourself. That's all we're going to say about that, because it will end up in disqualifying you from the event, and we don't want that to happen. But yeah, any questions so far? I see down here, Boggy Creek Airboat is Southport. Yeah, so you, thanks for answering that, Thomas Woodring. Yeah, I'm scrolling back up through the comment sections here. Yeah. Oh, I'll go ahead and kind of talk about it too. If you guys have any questions about the tournament stuff specific, drop it in the comment section. But I'm actually going to talk a little bit about the post-tournament meetup, location, time, all that good stuff. Can you guys still see me, Todd?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I can see you.
Yeah, so it's going to be, I made a post on Facebook last night, and I shared the, I hope all you guys can see the location on how I shared it last night. It was, I wasn't sure if it was going to work. So if it doesn't work and you guys need that location, it's really simple. It's Big John's Rockin' Barbecue. It is located within walking distance of Big Toho Marina. I highly encourage you guys, as far as parking, if you have trailers and your kayaks are stowed in the back of your truck, I highly encourage you guys to park at Big Toho Marina's grass parking lot and walking to Big John's. You can throw a football there. But we're going to be there at 5 o'clock. Lines out is at 3:30. I think that will give you guys plenty of time to get back to the boat ramp, put your stuff away, and to get to the location for the post-event meetup. If you're running a little bit behind, that's fine. Just let us know. We understand that there's traffic involved in that area around that time. But do your best to be there at 5 o'clock. We are going to start at 5, because we do understand also that you guys have been out on the water, probably left home pretty early in the morning, and that you guys are at home. So we're not going to drag it out. How it's going to go is, if you want to stick around and talk and hang out with us, that'll be great. But first order of business is we're going to do the award ceremony, starting anywhere between the 5 to 5:30 time frame, to make sure that we're able to get the formalities of that over with, and then we'll transition into the dinner and the social that goes along with it. Our goal is to take pictures, video, everything, so that we can post it on our social media pages. But it's also, we highly encourage you guys to take pictures while you're out on the water, when you're fishing in the actual event, and even there, and sharing them on our social media platforms, and tagging our sponsors and us in that, so that we can document it, save it for advertisement throughout the year, and moving forward. I don't know if you guys seen this, but we also started an Instagram. We shared that. So if you can, please go like and follow our IG page. We're trying to branch out and to reach a bigger audience with this. or through Instagram, and YouTube. So if you can, please go like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Florida Kayak Bass Trail, and pay attention to that, because we are going to start doing some more things as far as live broadcasting and uploading videos and stuff, as far as like product review for our sponsors. Some of our anglers that fish on our trail that do that, that document their pre-fishing stuff. That'll be a place for you to upload some of your videos and try to help you guys out too, to kind of broaden your reach. So, and your subscribers as well. So you're going to share that?
Yeah.
All right. So Sean is going to share real quick the boundaries in the boat launch, or no, I think that's just the boundaries. So up on the screen are the boundaries. I'll let Sean.
Yeah. Hey, this is what I just posted on the members only page. If you notice these blue dots right here, this is the dam down at the south end. Obviously, you can't go south of the dam. This is the turnpike over there, or dams down the south side. If you're working up the east side of the lake, that's the turnpike boundary over there, right in the middle on the east side. Then if you go up, let me split my screen so I can point this out to you guys. Todd, can you see my mouse over there on the turnpike?
No.
All right. Okay. So dam down the south, east side, next one up, turnpike. Next one up, that's Altman Road. And then the one right at the top tip of Toho, that's right beside Brinson Park. It's Neptune Road. It's a culvert pipe that goes under. Normally it's choked out. And over there on the west side of Lake Toho, that's Shingle Creek and Hoagland Boulevard, your western boundary. All right. So should be pretty cut and dry. You guys all have my phone number, or text me, shoot me a message on Facebook Messenger, call me. It doesn't matter. If you have any questions in reference to the boundaries, I think that's pretty clear. Just let me know if there's any issues with that.
And Wendy, to answer your question about what time can we launch, we said it was 3 hours prior to lines in is when you can get on the water.
3:30.
3:30. 3:30 in the morning. That's pretty early. It's going to be pretty cold. Toho's not that large. So, I mean, you just be whenever you want, but 3:30 is the earliest that you can get on the water. So hopefully that answered your question. If you guys have any more questions about the boundaries, again, it can be found on our members only page, our Facebook, our FKBT members only page. It's on the Fishing Chaos tournament dashboard. It's written out. There's no pictures on it, but it is written out. But I mean, that pretty much cut dry right there, spelled it out for us on what we can and can't do, and where we can and can't fish. So,
I mean, the only thing else I would cover, just make sure you're legal. You have a flag, light. If you have a motor, you have your registration, your number's marked, your sticker. And just be safe out there. Enjoy. It's going to be a good time. I think the weather's going to make them fire a little bit. They still bit really good last year when it was blowing like 40 and it was 30 degrees. So I think it's going to be a good day on the water, as long as it's not foggy. I think the fog. Hopefully there's no fog.
I'm going swimming if I ain't catching nothing. That's all I'm saying. I'm taking an ice bath. So
what is it called up north? The polar plunge?
Yeah, I'm doing the polar plunge. You might see me out there speck fishing if I ain't catching bass. I'm gonna make my time worth it up there. If I'm not catching fish, I'm gonna be catching some speck to take home to eat. I can tell you that.
So I do have a question on the specs. What are they black or white crappie?
They were.
He had white crappie.
I had white crappie. Yeah. I caught a pretty big one. I caught 4 of them the last time on a rattle trap out in the middle of the freaking lake. I just stumbled across them and I was like, I'm going to go try to catch these things. And they wrecked my rattle trap. And then I was throwing one, kind of out in the middle again, up on the northern end. And those crappie were just destroying the rattle trap. And Mike did catch one. He said he caught a black one down in the south end, I think.
I'll make a deal with Bailey for his swimming. Whoever loses between me and him is going for a dip in Lake Toho after the tournament.
Dude, I beat you the last 2 tournaments.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh my God. All right. Cool.
I'm done. I'll jump in.
No, I'm not saying that because you're really good on Toho. I'm not saying that. I'm not shaking on it.
Oh man.
South End on a square bill. Yeah, spec are out there, man. I'm actually thinking about bringing a cooler if I end up catching some and keeping them for sure. Oh, G said on video. G, you want to jump in with me?
We'll go Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Post tournament before we go to the restaurant.
Yeah. So right now we're sitting at, let's see how many people we have registered. Last time I looked, I think it was 26 or 26.
Yeah, it's more than that. I'm stoked. I love Toho.
Yeah, no, I'm fired up. We have 28 anglers right now, and we have 28 or 23 big bass tickets are sold. So that's good. And then we have 28 anglers signed up. I know that we're going to have a couple more sign up. I know Chris Mitchell is probably still planning on a sign up. He's not on here yet, so he's probably playing games with us. He's testing us.
I'm gonna DQ Mitchell if he doesn't get on in the next 30 minutes.
He forgot is his excuse.
Yeah.
I sat on Facebook or YouTube watching him play a Bassmasters fishing game for 3 hours the other night.
Not good enough to hop on our live.
And he's not good enough to hop on our live.
I had it going on my TV. I was like rigging rods and stuff.
My wife comes into the living room. She's like, "Are you watching Chris play a video game?" I was like, "What has my life come to? I'm watching him play a bass fishing game on his birthday live stream."
Next question. Who's getting the Little Debbie award?
Dave is getting it. I saw him out there practicing last week. He was practicing for the Little Debbie. So, and I am bringing Little Debbie to the event ceremony too. So,
fish as close as you can to the neon green Outback for sure. Follow the neon green Outback.
That's why Chris Mitchell hates us, is because we put this on him. I'm betting me, Amy. No, that pre-fish fish do not count. You know darn well that you're going to go out there and get on them. You do every tournament.
Hey, Amy Brown, I hooked you up. Your fish is the thumbnail on this live.
Yeah,
that's a monster.
I'm going to actually text Chris Mitchell and tell him he better get on our live.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just get them out. Other than that, we can just guess how many fish Bailey's going to catch.
I can tell you right now, I'm going to catch one, and it's going to be 25 inches, and that's.
I hope you do. I hope if I catch one fish and it's 25, I'm good for the day.
I'm leaving. I'm going to be at the Big John's drinking beer. I'm waiting for you guys to get there. So a cool thing about Big John's is they're going to have live music there too, Saturday night. So it's a cool experience. They have some pretty good barbecue, and they have live music on Saturday nights there. So. We're in for a good time. If you go out there and you don't catch a fish, just know when you go to Big John's afterwards, we're gonna have a good time. It don't matter how many fish you catch or how big the fish is. You can bet when you get to Big John's, we're gonna have a good time, and you're not even gonna be thinking about that. So
we do gotta go shopping tomorrow.
Yeah. Do your shopping, get prepared, go buy some hand warmers, maybe some insulated boots, maybe might need to go get a beanie or two. For us Florida folks, I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, well, a hoodie now. I'm sweating. What do you mean it's going to take you an hour to get to Big John's? You walking?
Yeah, I think like speaking of that, like driving like around Kissimmee at that time, like getting off the water, shouldn't be bad at first. If you're out there by like 4, I don't think it'll take you too long, but yeah, it's probably South End. Yeah, probably like 45 minutes. 35 to 45 minutes. Still depends on traffic.
And Scott Gibbons just asked, is anyone going to be meeting up tomorrow night? Scott, where are you wanting folks? Are you staying local in the area? Post on our members only page. I think you did already. I'm not sure if anyone commented on it, but if you're staying in the local area, link up with Scott and you guys go grab dinner or something. What's the Mecum auction?
The Mecum auction is there?
What's that?
I don't know.
Amy, what's the Mecum auction?
That's the auto auction. It's going on in Kissimmee.
Oh, is it?
Nice. See, go to Toho, catch a big fish with your money that you win. You go and go buy a car. So. And we'll post tomorrow what the expected payouts are going to be around the 30 member market. If we got around it's going to be the same payouts as the Claremont event if we're around that 30 member mark. Big Bass might differ just because it's based off of how many people paid into it. But we'll post that Friday night after registration closes at 8 p.m. So make sure you sign up. Tell your friends, tell their friends, register and sign up to fish. I don't think we announced it, but the winner of the Florida Kayak Bass Trail Open, Lake Apopka. That's where we're going for the Open. All right, we're going to drop the date here, and we'll post it in our Facebook page. March 25th, right, Todd? March 25th. We looked at so many schedules. Todd looked at so many schedules and found that date is what's going to work best to not interfere with all the other trails that are going on in Florida around that time. So, Todd, I'll kind of let you talk on that for a minute if you'd like.
You pretty much covered it. It's just look, I know that the Bass and the Slay Nation and ours all are on different weekends, and that was the only weekend that was open, so it should work.
We're in the middle right now of working to figure out what boat ramp and what area is going to be suitable to host what we're trying to make happen. So we're going to be talking here in the next couple weeks or next couple days with some folks up there in about reserving some areas that we could possibly host this event. It is going to be a one launch. You launch from it and you're going to come back to, it's going to be one area. And you're going to check in and you're going to check in to get on the water and you're going to check back in as soon as you get off. And it is going to be timed. Like if you're not checked in by this time after the line's out, your fish are going to be DQ'd. Just so that we can make sure everyone's back and we can get the festivities going after line's out. But yeah, we're going to work on that location and post more with a digital banner. We highly encourage you guys, our members, to like, share this stuff on all your platforms, all the fishing groups that you might be a part of in the Central Florida, North Florida, South Florida area. Todd is in the process of building a digital banner that we're going to push out for you guys to share to all your local bait and tackle shops, some of your friends groups, your social media groups, just so we can try to get as much participation as possible so we can get folks to come in and see what our club is all about, and highlight our sponsors as well. 13 Fishing is on board, so they're going to be one of the big sponsors for this event. We're working with them on what type of stuff that they're going to be able to do for us, so we'll be able to share that at a later date. And we're working with Power Pole. We're getting together. We don't have anything locked in with them yet, but we are doing our best to. They do have interest in our club and wanting to help us out. So more to come with them, but we got some good things coming here for the Open. So just stay tuned and spread the word. Right, that's our advertisement as you guys.
Yeah. One thing to note: we are not. This Open is not going to count towards AOI points. Yeah, it's not going to. Yeah. We're going to have an event that month already that is going to be towards AOI. This is not. Yeah, thanks Todd for bringing that up. And we're actually this week. I'm going to reach out to some bigger named individuals to see if they'd like to come down and participate in this event to kind of maybe entice some more participation. So we don't have any confirmations on that yet, but we will release that if we get confirmation that folks will be able to participate. And signing up for this event, we're still in the decision-making process of that because Fishing Chaos is the platform that we use. But with this event not being towards AOI, there might be a more simplistic way that we can do this and make it more of like a Calcutta style event where it's cash at the ramp type thing. We're still trying to figure that out. But we don't want to stray away from how we do our normal operations, right? Because we want anglers that aren't in our club to see how
Fishing Chaos works as well, so they can see if that fits their style. So we don't want to stray away from how we run things, but we might try something else out to see how that works. But that's something that we're going to come up with. If you guys have some input on how we could do it, share that in the comment section below, or reach out to one of us. We would love to hear how you think that it would work, so that we can make sure that this open is ran as smoothly as possible, so we can get as many folks to experience what our club is like, and also fishing a phenomenal body of water. Where, oh, Chris, he finally responded back. Yeah, tell him we're never watching any more of his lives. Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Will, for asking that question. We're still in the process of figuring out how we're going to want to do that. But yeah, we'll let you guys know as soon as we get all the details ironed out.
Scott, you going to be out fishing tomorrow? I need somebody to follow around and find the fish.
Scott
Gibbons. I think he's already here, right?
Really?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Did he post something?
I don't know.
Let me see.
Yeah, if anybody's up here tomorrow, I'll be somewhere on Toho, going out of Granada. Just pedaling my old town around in circles, graphing offshore somewhere.
You heard him say it.
Right in the middle of the lake. That's where I'll be.
Yeah. I'm going to be out there looking. I have my binoculars, just looking, not catching nothing.
I'm going to have my music playing the whole time, too.
That's how you do it. He throws nothing but 12-inch glide baits during practice.
That's true. That's true.
Roberto Morales, I'll be there just to have fun.
Well, I was going to actually downsize. I was going to I got a little 7-inch, what is it called? It's a Bassroid swim bait that Ryan gave me. It's like a little $80 swim bait. It's like a 7-inch bait. It's actually painted as peacock bass, but I weighted it the other night and showed Bailey it suspends perfectly in the water. Like you push it, it kind of swims downward as you swim it, and it's like it's almost suspending just maybe like a half an inch every 2 seconds. That's how slow it's falling.
Hey, there's Chris Mitchell coming in late. You better watch this whole thing over again, my dude. But yeah, Scott Gibbons, you'll be there tomorrow morning. He was probably playing the Bassmaster fishing game. He's trying to figure out how to fish.
Are we gonna get on there tonight and play with them?
Yeah. What other questions do you guys have? Again, we look forward to this event. Toho is known for the amount of fish and the quality of fish that it puts out. I know I'm looking forward to seeing that leaderboard light up with some big fish. Hopefully I'm on that receiving end or of sending in those pictures. Hate to, take first place in this one, but I'm not calling it. I already said who I think is going to win.
Not me.
Yeah. But yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys out there. Chris Mitchell, you're late to the show.
Mitchell, we already talked about the boundaries.
Yeah. Go back and watch it. No favoritism here. Go back and watch the video.
I'm gonna FaceTime you after this.
But yeah, if we miss something, if you have questions about what needs to happen on tournament day, again, reach out to us. But first, look at the tournament dashboard, tournament description on Fishing Chaos. Your question will most likely be answered in there. If not, if I miss something in there, please let me know. I will get you that information. Just remember, make sure your life vest is on, the fish's mouth is open during the photos, your tournament identifier code and ID card is visible in your photo that you submit. A little cheat that I tell everyone else on the lives is you can go into the Fishing Chaos dashboard. When you click on the tournament Toho, you can click it up, go to the little gear in the top right-hand corner, and you click that at the very bottom. It'll show default view. You toggle that over, you click that on. When you open the Fishing Chaos app to submit your fish, it'll go directly to the tournament homepage for Toho. So all you got to do is hit submit catch, download your photo, put the inches in, and hit submit. Makes it that easy. If you guys do a duplicate fish submission or you mess up and that fish hasn't been accepted yet, you can go into into the Fishing Chaos app and you can delete that entry before it gets approved. and you could resubmit. What is that doing? I'm like talking on somebody's phone. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's kind of creepy. But
Siri, stop.
Where's that coming from?
Your iPad.
My iPad?
Yeah, your iPad was talking.
Oh, wow. Did y'all hear that on live? Oh, that was creepy. We were like looking at what that was. Okay, sorry about that, guys. That's a little that was a little scary. But yeah, I forgot my train of thought. What was I saying?
I completely lost.
That scared the mess out of me. What was I saying, Todd? I forgot.
I don't know. I was just listening to Siri.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, if we missed anything, again, just send us a message. You guys have our Facebook information. That's why we do it on Thursday. Gives you full more than 24 hours to kind of review, make sure you guys are squared away. Hit us up. We'll answer really, really quick. If not, give us a call. My phone number's on Fishing Chaos. Give me a call. I'll answer. We'll make sure you're squared away. I'll be at Richardson's. I'll be launching. If I launch before you guys launch, I always put the identifier cards in a box in the bed of my truck. You guys can go there. You can grab the identifier card out of the back of it. Or if you just want a printed one and you need the PDF, send me a message. I'll send you the link. Make it easy for you. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. I don't want to keep it too much longer.
I'll be at Big Toho Marina if anyone needs anything from me there.
Do you have any identifier cards, Todd?
I think I've got a couple. So I'll
Okay,
have
I need to.
I'll get some print. I'll have some printed out ones I can leave if somebody needs those.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure you have extra. The code will be released tomorrow at 8 p.m. You'll get an email, or I'll put it on Facebook, or you can go to the Fishing Chaos itself and view the identifier code there. And then, yeah, I make sure go outside the red line. I will miss you guys at Toho, but I'll see you at the Big O. All right, well, that's fine. Hope everything's well back home, and we look forward to seeing you on Okeechobee. So yeah, that's all I got. Oh, actually, before I forget, the kayak cushions. I got payment for those of that pre-ordered. We're 9 short of that 24 pre-order mark. So I'm reaching out to Brandon with Kayak Cushion to make sure that our prices are still good. He gave us prices at that 24 pre-order sale mark. So I'll reach out to him and make sure that we're still good for those prices to make those orders. If we are, I'll proceed and I'll place that order. But it's not too late. Make sure if you guys want to order a kayak cushion, drop a comment, send me a message, and let me know, and I'll put you guys in for a kayak cushion. And then for Florida Kayak Bass Trail shirts, that pre-order is still open. Our Facebook page, we have the options, or you can reach out to Todd and see if he can hook you up with anything else. He's the one that's going to be printing those and taking care of that. So reach out to him, and we'll get you taken care of. But yeah, if you have any other questions, just let us know. That's all I got.
Looking forward to seeing you guys out there. Stoked.
It'll be fun.
Bring your A game because you're going to need it.
All right. You guys have a good night and stay safe traveling up here.
Tight lines, my friends. Tight lines.